Have you ever wondered why your mind refuses to sit still? Why, even on your calmest days, it feels like a storm is quietly roaring inside your head, thoughts spinning, memories replaying, futures forming and falling apart in seconds, like you're living two lives at once, one outside, one inside. Let me tell you a story, not about someone far away, about someone you already know, someone who might just be you. There was a time when your heart was simple. You felt things without needing to decode them. You smiled because something was funny. You cried because something hurt. Life was just life. But then you learned the world isn't always gentle. Love isn't always safe. People aren't always predictable. Somewhere in that childhood you remember in fragments, like a half-lit movie, something shifted. A small kid sat quietly in a room while voices behind a door cracked the air like thunder. No one told that child what was wrong, but they felt it. The tension, the silence, the storm coming before it came. That child became an observer, eyes always scanning, heart always listening, mind always awake. Psychologists call this hypervigilance, the brain starting a lifetime mission to protect you, to spot danger even when danger is long gone. And so thinking became armor, curiosity became survival. You became the one who noticed everything. People praised you for being wise, for being mature, for understanding. But they never saw the cost. They never saw the nights when your body begged for sleep, but your thoughts kept sprinting. They never saw the way you replay conversations wondering what you should have said. They never saw how every smile from others triggered a quiet investigation in your mind. Are they real? Are they okay? Are they lying? Am I? You became the actor and the audience, living moments while analyzing them at the same time. And while others laughed easily, loved easily, lived easily, you learned to carry life like a puzzle that never ends. Deep thinking became your superpower, but it also became your curse. Because the deeper you see into life, the more alone you feel living in it. You notice the cracks in relationships before they break. You notice the fear hiding behind someone's joke. You notice when love begins to fade even before they notice it themselves. It's not that you want to feel everything, it's that you physically can't turn it off. Neuroscientists discovered something surprising. The brains of deep thinkers stay active even in silence. A network known as the default mode never stops humming. It connects memory, imagination, emotion. Every thought leads to 10 more. Every feeling opens 1,000 meanings. Your mind doesn't walk, it flies, it dives, it spirals. Not because you want to overthink, but because your brain was built to. And that kind of intelligence is beautiful, but it's also exhausting. There's a moment every overthinker knows too well. Your mind turns from a guide into a trap. You lie in bed, quiet, yet more awake than ever. You try to relax, but there it goes again. What did they mean by that? Why did they pause before saying goodbye? What if everything goes wrong tomorrow? You try to breathe, but the air feels heavy with thoughts. You aren't running a race, but your heart beats like you are. This is empathy fatigue, emotional burnout from caring before you even choose to care. Your heart picks up frequencies no one else hears, whispers of pain, hints of fear, a crack in someone's voice, and suddenly you're carrying their entire world inside you. And while everyone else moves on, you take their unspoken sorrow home. You're tired, not the kind of tired a nap can fix. You're tired from feeling, from knowing, from seeing what others ignore. The world today doesn't help. Everything is fast, loud, instant. Opinions shouted, feelings rushed, depth treated like a waste of time. You sometimes wonder, was I born in the wrong era? Where is the space for slow hearts, for thoughtful minds, for people who want meaning instead of distraction? You hide your depth to fit into shallow places. You laugh when you aren't amused. You nod even when you disagree. You dim your light so others won't feel uncomfortable. but inside, a quiet rebellion forms. Because deep thinking, in a world addicted to noise, is not a flaw. It is resistance. Still, the weight is real. The mind that once protected you now keeps you distant from the life you want to feel. Others think you're calm, but inside, you're fighting a war no one sees. You can analyze love perfectly, yet still struggle to feel loved. You can explain happiness beautifully, yet still wonder if you've ever truly tasted it. And the scariest part, you start to believe you're too much, too intense, too emotional, too complicated. But listen closely, you were never too much, you were simply too awake. And maybe the real healing begins when you stop fighting your mind and start befriending it. Not every emotion needs a conclusion. Not every silence needs a reason. Not every thought deserves your attention. Sometimes peace isn't in controlling your thoughts. It's in letting them pass like clouds, noticing without obeying. The smartest mind still needs rest. The deepest heart still needs softness. The strongest soul still needs connection. You don't heal by thinking harder. You heal by remembering how to feel again. Warm sunlight on your face, the taste of your favorite food, a laugh that isn't analyzed first, a moment lived instead of explained. Presence, not perfection. That child who once learned to survive by thinking deserves to grow up and finally live by feeling. Maybe today is the day you stop apologizing for your depth. The day you look at your mind and say, "Thank you for protecting me, but it's safe now." You can rest. And when that happens, the endless storm behind your eyes becomes a calm ocean under a rising sun. Not silent, not empty, just at peace. You were never meant to think your way to happiness. You were meant to experience it, and you will.